Hi everybody, we're just getting started and I wanted to give you some tips on how to do class online if you've never done class online before. I've put in some tips from Northeastern University. I'll link that's there so you have some text, and I'll do a transcript of this particular video too, just in case you aren't able to see it. And then I have my handy dandy notes of things that I always like to share when you're doing class online, especially for the first time if you haven't ever done this before. And also just from my experience of teaching online. I've taught online for many years and I like it, and there are ways to make it personal and things that you can learn from and to do. The first thing is make sure you have a designated place to work, someplace where you won't have to pick up and take things off when meals are served or something like that. You can see I'm in my office at home. This is upstairs away from all of the noise of the house, but still accessible to everybody if they need me. And I can hear what's going on downstairs if I need to, but it's away, and I can leave all my books and papers out. Luckily, you can't see. It's a huge mess. But then also, one of the things that I found when looking online about tips to share with you that I had forgotten about is a chair. And so make sure you have a nice comfy chair. Mine happens to be my grandfather's chair from many, many years ago. This was one of his office chairs, home office chairs, and he gave it to me when he retired, which has been fun. So I have good memories, but it's a really, really nice chair. And so you want to not be slumped over while you're working. Work at a computer if you can work at a computer. If you're working on a tablet or a phone, that's just fine. May I suggest that you use the Moodle app? I think it's a little easier to work with. If you can't use a computer, use the Moodle app with your phone or your tablet. What else is on there? Some headphones if you want. You don't have to have ones with a microphone on them, but I like them. I mean, I could use the microphone that's with my computer, but this is clearer and it picks up less of the ambient noise in the room. My other big tip is set a regular schedule. We're going to do our class asynchronous, which means that I'll have it all set up and I'll have things for you to do, and there'll be suggested deadlines for when things are done. However, you choose when you want to do them. We could have all class meetings, but I haven't had very good luck doing that in the past. It's much easier to do small groups. And I'm very happy to do that. If you would rather video chat than talk on the phone or email or text, that's just fine. You just let me know. I've used WebEx and Zoom and Skype. I think that's about it, but I can figure it out. We're learning Microsoft Teams video conferencing for Clark. That's what the faculty is going to use for our committee meetings. So that'll be new today for me. Let's see what else. Besides setting a regular schedule, make sure you take regular breaks. So maybe you're up 9, 10 o'clock, you're to your computer by 10:30, 11 o'clock, you take a break at 12, you come back maybe about 1 or 2, set designated times to work on things. And if you need to, designated times on certain days to work on things. I usually make my deadlines Wednesdays and Sundays. Those seem to be good spacings for people. But if you run into trouble, just holler. I'm very flexible and I know these are challenging times for all of us. So we'll get it figured out. My last two things are to read instructions carefully. Read it through a couple of times, identify what's the priority, what is being asked of you, and don't be afraid to ask for help. Especially if you're new to this, it can be a little overwhelming at first, and if you're not good at time management, that can be a little overwhelming, but just ask. We are all here to help, and I hope that you enjoy doing class online for the rest of this semester. I think it'll be okay. It's not the best. Being in person is definitely the best, but we will make do with what we have. So I wish you well. I hope you stay well. I hope you have fun. And you let me know if you need anything. Take care.